Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie Man here, and I hope you packed your winter coats. Yes, the new series in CSKA Moscow in Russia is here. We're just going to take a quick overlook at the squad, the team, the budget, maybe the plans for the future of this save and what we plan to achieve here at CSKA Moscow. And we're just going to have a little overlook of the whole entire save, so that we can get the idea of what we're going to do moving forward in this new series. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button and let's get on with this. So basically, they've been quite successful over here, which I expected, but I think they've had a small fall from grace recently. We're predicted 5th, which is very, very strange. I never expected to see CSKA Moscow predicted 5th. But they've won the Europa League, 6 Russian Premier Leagues, 7 Russian Cups, and 6 Russian Super Cups. So they've won just a little bit here, haven't they, realistically? But, I mean, the Russian league, to me, seems like quite a nice league. 16 teams. We're used to these leagues now with small amounts of teams. We're really enjoying them over there in Belgium on Twitch. And then, obviously, of course, Braga as well. I think that's an 18-team league. But basically, for me, I think there's going to be some tough competition. I mean, you've got Dynamo Moscow. There's so many teams in Moscow. Dynamo Moscow, Lokomotiv Moscow, CSKA Moscow, Spartak Moscow. But Spartak are our arch rivals. I think they're the most successful Russian team at the minute. Zenit in there as well. There's some great teams in this league. It's going to be rough. I mean, 4 teams relegated. Okay, there'll be a playoff, but it's going to be very rough. And the way I see it, I think when I looked at the rules, is there's only top 3. There is a little bit of prize money, but not much. I'm hoping like some Russian billionaire will take us. Will already be in charge. I think we've got a good budget. So the top two teams qualify for Champions League. Teams 3rd, yeah, okay. So there's quite a few places. There's 6th. They're playing on the Russian Cup. So Russia have quite a good amount of places. Schedule wise, what will be the first game of the season? Arsenal Tula, so that will be the first game that we come back and play, which should be interesting. There's some big games coming up. I mean, we play Zenit very early on, Lokomotiv early on. I really want to hit the ground running with this team, though. I want us to be very, very good. I mean, their badge is cool. Look at Arsenal Tula's badge. That is a nice badge. Financially, what do we have? No, skip. Okay. Yes, I will do the scouting. We have 4.48 million and 35k on the wages, so we're probably not going to do much in this window. Maybe one particular player that I like to sign as often as possible. But yeah, pretty much one player. Let's look at the actual finances for the club. So yeah, we're rich. I mean, I'm guessing next season we'll be given some money, although only 50% of transfer revenue is made available, which is a little bit questionable and a little bit worrying. So the schedule. Let's have a look. We've got the Champions League, of course, to contend with. I don't know what group we're going to get. I need to look at what place we finished last season. I think I can do that here. Did we finish 2nd? Yeah, I thought we did. So we finished 2nd for the past 2 seasons. We haven't won it now since 2015 and 16. So hopefully this season we can pick up. But I'm very surprised that the team... Oh, I need to get kits as well. That the team is expected to only finish 5th is a little bit of a shock, to be honest with you. We have some good players. I mean, Akin5 is such a brilliant player, but the man is starting to get on a little bit now, but it'll be more than serviceable. Obviously, we lost Golovin, which is definitely an issue for the squad. How big is the squad? Okay, it's not too big. There is no scroll, it's just a full page. And as I'm looking at the squad, it seems very balanced, apart from the fact that we have an absolute ton of strikers. We really do. We've got a ton of strikers. Wow. Some of them are wanted, though. Okay, they're loans. Young Russians I'm really intrigued to use as much as possible, to be 100% honest. And I'm also going to try not to sign players that I signed for Braga over here for CSKA. I always like to do that. I don't like to mix it up too much. I like to see different stuff. You'll see some extremely strange and odd transfers from me, like the Okazaki transfer for Braga. That's just the way I like to do stuff. I like it to be a little bit more organic than just, buy the same players continuously, but we may sign Marin just simply because I think a player from Dynamo would fit into the CSKA Moscow squad. Kind of makes sense, that crossover of Croatian over here. But apart from that, I think the squad looks pretty good. It's pretty big though, so I'm instantly thinking a 2-striker formation because we've got so many strikers. Now, what is the foreign rule? Will it tell me here? No, it won't. So let's go to the league and look at rules. Maybe I should have looked at this beforehand. I have looked at the Russian rule set, when we first set up the game state, but I haven't looked at it for a little while. Maximum squad size of 25, yeah, that's usual. Minimum of 2 players trained at the club for 3 years. Okay, so in terms of squad registration, there is no foreign player rule that I can see here. Okay, here we go, match rules. There must be no more than 6 so in terms of the squad, you can have as many foreign players as you want, but there could be no more than 6 foreign players in the starting 11. That doesn't mean subs though either, does it? So you can have them on the subs bench. You just can't have any more than 6 in the playing squad. That's nice. It's good to learn. That could make stuff interesting moving forward, to be 100% honest. In terms of what they class as a foreign player, usually if there is a rule, we can look at what the actual rule is. But let's see what they class as a foreign player. Surely it's anyone. No, because this Icelandic player isn't classed as foreign, but this Croatian is. I would have said it's anyone that's not Russian, right? Yeah. I mean, anyone there that's not... Oh, God, they've got Adel Hernandez. Anyone who's not Russian, basically, then, is what the foreign player rule is. I didn't know if it was non-EU, but it's clearly not. It's just anyone who's not Russian. So we have to have 7 Russian players in the match squad at any time in the starting 11, which is absolutely fine. It means we're going to have to develop Russian talent, and I quite like that rule. That's quite a decent rule. It's going to make this more interesting, maybe a little bit harder, because we're not just going to be able to go and buy whoever we want. But the fact that you could have another 6 foreign players on the bench anyway, it doesn't matter, and then rotate them out, that's absolutely fine. But we're going to have to think more about making sure that we develop Russian talent and get Russian talent in moving forward. So I think in this first season, the progression for me pretty much would be just to get Champions League again. They only want Europa League, but maybe to push and get Champions League again. I'm guessing that the squad has taken a hit and lost good players. Let's look at the transfers that were done previously. None. Okay, so yeah, I'm guessing the squad's taken a little bit of a hit, and this year they're not expected to do anywhere near as well as they did last year, which was finished 2nd. So that makes it interesting. Not that much pressure to only finish in the Europa League places, which I think is 6th, 5th, 4th. I think that's it. So, I mean, there's a lot of scope for us in this. We don't actually have to do that well this season. But me, personally, I'd like to try and push and get Champions League again, because that's where the money is. But yeah, that's really what I'd be aiming for. But basically, for the club this year, it's consolidate, getting that Europa League and start building the squad again. But obviously, we're really going to have to push now to make sure that we get Russian players into the team so that we've got 7 on the pitch at all times, which is fine, because I think certain positions like i.e. make sure we have a Russian goalkeeper. That's that position covered. As long as we've got a Russian goalkeeper, that's that position covered that we don't need to worry about. And I think there's some good young Russian players in there, so hopefully we can pick them up. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching this. If you are new and you've made it this far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're looking forward to this series, make sure to smash that like button. I will leave all the social information that you need underneath to check me out in different places. If you haven't seen Braga, go and watch it. I'm having a great time over there, and hopefully we'll be very successful in our reign here at CSKA Moscow. Cheers, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.